you, Isabella. The whiteboard is yours.
Thanks, Erica. I have simplified this down to the essentials. Let me walk you through it. The federal government is the largest employer in the United States. Over 2 million civilian jobs. And if you are a veteran, you get to skip part of the line. That is not a figure of speech, it is federal law.
Veterans Preference adds points directly to your examination score. 5 points for most veterans, 10 points if you have a service-connected disability. But there are also entire hiring authorities that let agencies bring you on board without competition at all.
The Office of Personnel Management governs this under Title V of the United States Code. The rules are specific: who qualifies, what documentation you need, and which positions are covered. Most veterans get the broad strokes right, but miss the details that actually get them hired.
Veterans Preference has been federal law since 1944. 82 years and counting. But here is what most people do not know: there are hiring paths beyond the point system that can put you in a federal job faster than any exam score ever could. We will cover those in Scene 4.
Quick intros before we jump in.
Good to be in the co-host seat for a change. Let us have some fun with this.
I'm Nova. I love when the numbers tell a story people miss.
Hello, I'm Lewis. There is more going on here than most people realize.
Great team, let us get into it.
5-point preference is designated TP tentative preference. It applies to veterans who served on active duty during a war or campaign, served continuously for more than 180 days between 1980 and September 11, 2001, or served during the Gulf War period.
Here is the simple version. You served honorably during a qualifying period, you get 5 extra points on your federal exam score. A veteran who scores 85 on the assessment is recorded as 90. That is the entire mechanism.
But there is a catch that trips people up. Veterans Preference only applies to competitive service positions in the executive branch. Accepted service positions, senior executive service, and most contractor roles do not use this system.
The distinction matters because roughly 25% of federal jobs are accepted service. That means 1 in 4 federal job postings will not give you those 5 points no matter what your DD 214 says. Read the announcement carefully. 10-point preference has been part of federal hiring since the original Veterans Preference Act of 1944. It was designed to give the strongest advantage to veterans who sacrifice the most: those wounded in service, disabled by service-connected conditions, or killed in action, leaving eligible survivors.
There are several categories. CP is for veterans with a compensable service-connected disability of at least 10%. CPS is for veterans rated 30% or more. XB covers Purple Heart recipients, and also Derived Preference for spouses, widows, and mothers of deceased or disabled veterans.
OPM is very specific here. Actually, that is a common area of confusion. Veterans assume any VA disability rating automatically qualifies them for 10-point preference. It does not. The disability must be service-connected and documented on the SF-15 form with supporting evidence from the VA.
Strip it down to the essentials. 10-point preference doubles your advantage over 5-point, but you need to prove it with paperwork, the SF-15 and your VA disability letter. No paperwork, no points.
Stick around for Scene 5, where we walk through exactly what documents you need and where to upload them. Now the hiring paths that bypass the point system entirely. The Veterans Recruitment Appointment, VRA, lets agencies hire eligible veterans directly into positions up to GS11 without competing against the general public. No exam score needed.
VRA was created in 1970 to help Vietnam-era veterans transition into federal careers. The eligibility has expanded over the decades, but the core idea has not changed: give veterans a direct path in. Today it covers veterans who served during a campaign or expedition, those with a service-connected disability, and those who served more than 180 days of active duty after September 2001.
The 30% or more disabled veteran hiring authority is even broader. Under Title V USC Section 3151, agencies can appoint a veteran with a 30% or greater service-connected disability to any position for which they are qualified, any grade level, non-competitive.
Let me make this crystal clear. VRA gets you in up to GS11 without competing. The 30% authority gets you in at any grade level without competing. Both are non-competitive appointments. Two doors most veterans walk right past. The mechanics of claiming preference are simpler than people make them. On USAJOBS, every job posting asks if you are claiming veterans preference. You select 5-point or 10-point, upload the right documents, and that is it.
For 5-point preference, you need your DD-214 showing honorable discharge and qualifying service dates. For 10-point preference, you also need a completed SF-15 and your VA disability rating letter. OPM is strict. Missing one document can disqualify your preference claim entirely.
Here is the mistake Nova and I see constantly. Veterans upload their DD-214, but forget the SF-15 for 10-point preference. The system does not remind you. It just processes your application without the extra points. You never know what you lost.
And remember what we covered in Scene 2 about competitive versus accepted service. Even with perfect paperwork, preference only applies to competitive service announcements. The USAJOBS posting will say competitive or accepted in the details section. Check before you apply.
Drop in the comments and tell us, have you used veterans preference on a federal job application? Did the process work smoothly, or did you hit a wall? Your experience could help another veteran land their first federal position.
The right to veterans preference is not just a policy guideline. It is enforceable federal law. When an agency violates your preference rights, you have a legal path to challenge it, and that path has been tested in court since the 1940s.
Under the Veterans Employment Opportunities Act, via preference-eligible veterans can file a complaint with the Department of Labor's Veterans Employment and Training Service, known as DOL Vets. If DOL Vets cannot resolve it, the case can be escalated to the Merit Systems Protection Board.
If you forget everything else from this video, remember this. You have the legal right to challenge any federal hiring decision where your veteran's preference was not properly applied. The complaint costs you nothing to file, and the burden of proof falls on the agency, not on you.
Bottom line, if you applied with proper documentation and were passed over despite having preference, file a complaint with DOL Vets within 60 days. They investigate for free, and you do not need a lawyer. Most veterans never file because they do not know they can. Now you know. Let us bring it all together. 5-point preference adds 5 points to your score for competitive service jobs. 10-point preference adds 10 for disabled veterans and derived eligibles. Both require proper documentation.
VRA lets agencies hire you non-competitively up to GS11. The 30% disabled veteran authority opens every grade level. These are separate from the point system, and most veterans never use them.
Your first step is straightforward. Get on usajobs.gov, create a profile, and upload your DD-214. If you have a service-connected disability, complete the SF-15 and attach your VA rating letter. Every federal application you submit from that point forward carries your preference.
Subscribe if you are following this VA benefits series. Next video, we cover state-level veteran benefits, property tax exemptions, state education programs, and the hidden layer of benefits that vary by where you live. That is VA Benefits 1.18. Quiz time, let's see what you've learned. Alright, quiz time. Let's find out what's stuck. Think through each question carefully before you answer.
Every like helps the algorithm notice us. Every subscriber keeps us making more. Do both. It takes 2 seconds.
A veteran with an honorable discharge who served during the Gulf War applies for a competitive service federal position. They have no service-connected disability. How many preference points are added to their passing exam score? The correct answer is D. 5 points are added under tentative preference, designated TP, for veterans with qualifying active duty service.
A veteran with a 35% service-connected disability rating wants to apply for a GS-13 federal position, which hiring authority allows non-competitive appointment at that grade level. The correct answer is D, the 30% or more disabled veteran hiring authority, which allows non-competitive appointment to any position for which the veteran is qualified regardless of grade.
A veteran believes their veteran's preference was not properly applied during a federal hiring process. What is the correct first step to challenge the decision? The correct answer is B. File a complaint with the Department of Labor Veterans Employment and Training Service within 60 days of the alleged violation.
Veterans' preference is one of the most practical benefits you have earned through your service. 5-point preference, 10-point preference VRA, and the 30% disabled veteran authority, 4 distinct paths into the largest employer in the country.
The documentation is everything. Your DD-214, SF-15, and V.A. rating letter are the keys to every one of these hiring advantages. Upload them once to USAJOBS and they carry forward to every application.
If your preference is violated, file with DOL Vets within 60 days. The law is on your side and has been since 1944. Free to file, burden on the agency. Use it.
Great series so far.
Simple is powerful, keep it clean.
That was a strong episode, Isabella. The students are in good hands. Professor Erica, signing off.